world devastators are raining destruction on the peaceful world of Mon Calamari. Fly as Wedge Antilles and battle against all odds to stop their evil conquest.
Ah, finally get to fly as Wedge.
The V-Wing, infamously named in Revenge of the Sith as another kind of V-Wing. Just because someone had to throw on another
Letter.
another letter. And
There's
there
so
was
many
never,
letters.
yeah, there was never a satisfying retcon as to how both V-Wings could be called V-Wings. Like, I thought maybe they would take the parts of the old V-Wing and reconfigure things. Like, that would be the retcon, but
Yeah. Or if it was like a revision or something.
yeah, something. It's funny that the game jumps ahead to show Dark Empire. Like,
Yeah,
I
it was kind of a novelty at the time, right?
yeah,
Like it's like,
yeah,
oh,
definitely.
this is something from the comics.
Right.
And it's also interesting because it's just one level. It gets a crawl, but it's just
Yeah.
one level.
Yeah.
And at the time they wouldn't have been promoting the comic series cuz that was well and
Nope.
done.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. Um yeah, this did come out in late 98. There was a strange pre-Phantom Menace push for more EU stuff because that was the year there was a Kyle Katarn action figure, there was a Thrawn action figure, there was a Mara Jade action figure, and I think that was the only three, and it was from comics, games, novels.
mhm.
They wanted like one of each. So I think Kenner and these other companies were trying to kind of like fill in 98 because that was their free year to kind of like do whatever they wanted
Yeah,
before Phantom
before the
Menace
big push.
exploded. Right. Kind of like in 96 when Shadows of the Empire was the big
Right.
like test bed for special edition promotion.
Yeah.
This is my first time seeing a lot of this level because I never got this far.
It's kind of neat.
Yeah. I've seen some clips here and there and I've seen screenshots obviously, but at least they made the World Devastators look correct.
Rogue Squadron, we are coming to your assistance. Sir, the Devastators are getting close to the city.
Well, then let's do some about it.
Rapid fire mode engaged.
Mon Calamari, which has been kind of recanonized as just being called Mon Cala in most sources these days.
Mon Cala or Mon
Mon,
Call?
Mon Cala,
Interesting.
I think. Yeah. I think they just kind of figured calamari was a little too on the nose. Makes people just think of eating crispy breaded squid at a
Oh yeah,
restaurant.
yeah. Some sushi.
Yum. Just a few shots and an entire world devastator
Well,
footpad.
the rapid fire is a joke. It's just like it moves so fast.
Yeah. Actually, like I was saying, the world devastators, they look like they do in the comic. They did a decent job
Yeah,
of showing them.
it's an interesting weapon too, in general.
Yeah. Sucking up the pieces and parts of other things and then having a internal factory crank out different stuff.
Yeah,
Ooh, they got the droid TIE fighter, those weird wings. I think they were called TIE Ds, TIE slash D, I think.
yeah. I don't remember. The pain in the
Yeah,
ass to hit. I'll tell you
there
that
was
much.
I used to have I still have the Dark Empire source book from West End Games, and there was some really, really cool lore in there. Actually, I would place that as one of the greatest Western Games books of all time.
Mm.
Yeah, what a pain in the butt to hit that thing.
Yep. Percentage isn't going to be high on this one.
Yeah,
Hit percentage.
you're right. Yeah, they used to do that on X-Wing and TIE Fighter also. The more shots you miss, the more it screws up your percentage count. Of course, you could always get it up again by shooting like capital ships and just not killing them like your
Right.
own ship.
Right. Yeah.
Raiders.
Empire really liked that.
Yeah. That was the thing about TIE Fighter, man. If you accidentally shot your platform or your Star Destroyer, you were screwed.
Oh, they were pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember those things. They were wave skimmers.
Yeah.
They were kind of like, I think they were made by Kuat Drive Yards, and I think they're technically like wave walkers, I think. Even though they're obviously like speeders.
It's cool design.
The devastators are getting close
Yeah.
to the city.
See, that's what I loved about Dark Empire in particular. They didn't just copy the trilogy's designs, they came up with their own variations on things. At least the World Devastator super weapon is not just a big giant laser again.
Yeah, it doesn't destroy. I mean, well, it does destroy, but it destroys and creates. You know, that's
Yes.
kind of an interesting weapon versus
Yeah.
something that just purely destroys.
Right.
It's almost like terraforming, but not terraforming. It like
Yeah.
just converts.
Yeah, what would you call that?
I don't even know.
Conversion.
Arms conversion.
Or it's like instead of strip mining, it's like strip conversion.
Yeah.
It almost seems cartoony in a certain way, like something that should be on Captain Planet. But it works for this story. Right on the wing.
It was worth it. Those things are so hard to hit.
Yeah.
Just ram them all.
Hit your boosters.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe they just added this level because they're like, hey, guys, we still got some memory left over. What should we do? We still got some assets we can use. Oh, I know. Let's do Mon Cala. It's just a big ocean world. Won't be mini graphics.
Yeah, they just reuse stuff. It'd be funny if they reused Tatooine, Mos Eisley buildings and stuff.
Right.
Oh, the TIE fighters. Well, if my squad mates would pick up the slack.
Seriously.
Oh, there you go.
Wow, he went right through it.
Yeah, it's a hell of a weapon there.
Matter conversion. Dematerialize.
Burnout on cannon 2. Hold on, my blasters are still cooling.
Actually, that's something that kind of bugs me about Star Trek is the beaming. It's like it's a cool concept and everything, but it's almost too advanced for compared to the other technology.
Well, they do have the replicators, but
That too.
there's something that they, for the most part, take for granted.
Yeah.
In the series, is that with the transporters, is that really you on the other side?
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
there's a great game called Soma,
Uh-huh.
by Frictional Games, who made Amnesia,
Mhm.
Dark Descent, and Penumbra, and the game is like post-apocalyptic, and you like wake up and you're in this. Well, I don't know. This spoiler alert.
Yeah. Yeah.
You wake up or you start the
Ooh.
game and you're a guy with like brain damage, and you're doing this experimental treatment where they like they map your brain or something, and then you pass out or whatever. Then you wake up and you're like under the ocean in the future, like really confused. You don't know what's going on, and
Wow.
it turns out that it's post apocalyptic. Some comet or meteor hit the Earth, and you're in this like under ocean sea lab type thing. This AI has grabbed your whatever your copy of yourself
Yeah.
to make a person basically
Hmm.
out of a robot.
Oh, there you go.
And anyway, the game, without giving away too much stuff, the game deals with whether or not that's really you on the end of the copy.
Right,
Like
right,
what does it mean to continue your existence by copying yourself or
right.
cloning yourself?
I like that
Which
concept in
which
stories.
basically, no, that's not you. That's a copy of you. You're dead.
Right. But then that raises the question, what is you in the first place? So I like that question.
Yeah, the continuity of consciousness.
Yeah. Wow, was that it? This is the ending of the game?
Yep, that's it. That
Wow.
was
The
we
last
just
level looked easy. I
it
don't know if
was
you made it look
it was
easy.
so exciting. We were talking about a completely different game during the ending.
Okay, they're flying towards a planet. Clearly, okay. All right, fireworks. Oh, it must be Corellia.
Yeah, it looks like the Carillion level.
Right. Wow, there we go. Rogue Squadron.
Yeah. Factor
By
5 and LucasArts.
man. Yeah, this is a classic for a lot of fans when it came out.
I
I
liked
think
it.
yeah, I think for you and I though, we don't have a super emotional connection to this game. It was just another game in our series. I think by the late 90s our fandom was already encompassed so many things that it just kind of came and went for
It was
us.
another drop in the a water coming out of the fire hose basically.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
Yeah.
TIE Fighter or like the
Yeah.
Super Star Wars games for
Right.
SNES. It was
Yeah, and yeah, we had already seen and played a bunch of stuff, so but I know for other fans that where they were younger and they owned this was like a big deal for
oh,
them.
and especially if they had like an N64. Like if they didn't have a
Yes.
PC and like they had an N64
Yes.
and then eventually got a GameCube and continued the
Mm-hmm.
series on there. I mean, that's I kind of wish I had a GameCube back
Yeah, I
then
know.
so I could have
Me too.
played the other games cuz I did like this game. It was
Yeah.
kind of it was
It's
kind of
arcade quality kind of.
it whetted the appetite for more flight sims.
Mm-hmm.
Because we did eventually get like X-wing versus Tie Fighter, and we got X-wing Alliance and stuff. But then after X-wing Alliance, that was pretty much it
Yeah.
till
Dude,
recently.
Wes Jansen, Terry McGovern, he is the guy that coined the term Wookiee and voiced just about every stormtrooper in A New Hope.
Hmm. Oh yeah, you were mentioning
That's
that before.
yep. Yep. Yeah. Terry McGovern, sometimes credited as Terrence,
Mm.
but he is extremely catalytic to early Star Wars and kind of in a offhand way, just with voice work and stuff. But he's the guy that when they were doing ADR on THX 1138, he threw in the line about, oh, I think I heard a Wookiee in there or something, and then that became where Lucas is like, I like that word,
I
and I
like that word.
guess
I'm not paying you.
yeah,
You're not getting
I guess
residuals.
from what I remember in interviews, I think Terrence McGovern knew a guy named Bill Wookie, and so that's kind of where it came from. It was a he just threw in like he
William Wookie.
yeah, William Wookie, but it was like Wooky.
Right, right.
So it goes way back. Look up anybody can look up Terrence McGovern on Wikipedia and see all his connections to Star Wars and Lucas.
That's kind of neat. That
Yeah.
there's you know someone not high level would be able to like contribute
Yeah.
something.
Definitely. Man, just seeing these other credits, there's so many familiar names from 90s LucasArts things like Jack Sorensen, who was the president of LucasArts at the time. Brett Toasty, you see his name a lot
Mhm.
on different things from back then. Because God knows I saw the credits to Rebel Assault and TIE Fighter a billion times, so those names just stand out.
Yeah, and it very much seems like it was a collaborative effort between Factor 5 and LucasArts. It wasn't just LucasArts is the publisher,
Yeah.
Factor 5 is solely the dev, and they just
Hmm.
are fulfilling the contract. It was definitely a collaborative effort, at least
Yeah.
as far as the credits make it seem. No,
There's the requisite.
the obligatory special thanks.
Yep. I love that though.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we'll have one more video after this. So
Nice.
stay tuned for bonus material from Rogue Squadron 3D.
Yes.